There you go. Mm. Hey, what's going on? Are you able to hear me? See. If you're able to hear me, just unmute yourself and let me know, or you can type it in the chat. Welcome. Welcome in, everyone. We're just waiting for some peeps to start joining in. I know this is a new time for everybody, so I want to see what the outcome is because it seems like every time I do it on a weekday at 1:30, it was just very dead. I'm assuming everybody's at work, so I'm gonna see how this time works for everybody else. So it might be a little dry here tonight. Let me see intro. But if you guys, while you're here, if you have any questions, with anything that you're currently dealing with, you can go ahead and ask them. But as of right now, we're just waiting for some peeps to hop up in here. If you don't feel like unmuting yourself, feel free, but you can type it also in the chat. And I let everybody know in school, made a little announcement. So let's see who pops up in here. Antron, also welcome. Sorry if I butchered your name, but let me know if you guys are able to hear me okay. A little quiet.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just putting on the headset.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. I just said something about this one. We don't carry accounts. Yeah. Oh man, it's a little dry. But what I'm going to do is, this is not really supposed to be a class for tonight, it's more of a Q&A. But since there isn't really many of you joining tonight, I just wanted to go over a few things before I hop in here. This call will be recorded, so they'll have access to it later down the road. Bum, bum, bum. There was just a few questions I think that some people had regarding the CFPB, and they're a little bit confused on how to maneuver within that website. So let me see. I'm just gonna switch over and I'm gonna start sharing my screen in just a second. The heck's CFPB? Lord, what is happening? Are you guys familiar with the CFPB, like how to maneuver once you create the account, what you're supposed to be opting into? Let me know. Submit a complaint, start a new complaint. There we go. They're slowly come on in. Perfect. Start a new complaint. Welcome, Raina. Welcome. I was just explaining to everybody how this is a different time for everyone. So they might be coming in a little late. I'm trying to see how many people join in tonight's class versus the 1:30 class because everyone's typically working. So we'll go from there. So I wanted to show you guys, how to maneuver on the CFPB website because some people do it a little different. It's actually just recently updated. So, there's other boxes that you possibly have to check off that you didn't know. If you do know, great, make sure that you share with others. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys while I have you here on this call how you should be submitting these disputes depending on what you're disputing. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, perfect. So depending on what you're typically disputing, right? The general box that I typically check off for multiple like credit repair clients, again, depending on what you're disputing, because you definitely want to read through each and every one of these. Because what I'm opting into may not be your situation or your client's situation. So I typically click on credit reporting and other personal consumer reports, okay? And then the second question, I end up clicking credit reporting for what type of credit reporting product. But obviously, as you can see here, they have other options. If you are disputing any student loans, vehicle loans and leases, I mean, this may be like a repossession that you're currently dealing with. If you're looking and disputing debt collection, so obviously that's the box that you check off. Let's say you put in the dispute, the credit reporting agencies verified that information. You don't want to submit the same reason as to why you're putting in the dispute. For example, if you put in this dispute, they verified that information, you're trying to put in another dispute, you wouldn't want to put credit reporting. Well, you know what? That's a lie. You do want to put credit reporting. And I believe it's on the next page where it gives you the option of, okay, right here. Problem with the company's investigation into an existing problem. So that's typically what I opt into if a credit reporting agency verified that information and I'm submitting another CFPB complaint because I want them to know I'm not happy with what was the outcome. I wasn't happy with the resolution. So I end up clicking problem with the company's investigation into an existing problem. It's an existing problem because they did not fix it, which describes your problem. Investigation took more 30 days. So that's if the credit reporting agencies obviously didn't respond to you within that 30-day mark. And that's if you're taking your time and you're, you know, counting down when they're supposed to get back to you. So that way you can catch them if they slip and they pass that 30-day mark. Was not notified of investigation status or results. That's if they never got back to you. Their investigation did not fix an error on your report. So obviously that's pretty self-explanatory. Difficulty submitting a dispute or getting information about a dispute over the phone. See, you can snitch right here on this on this platform. You know, you guys don't want to just keep clicking credit reporting, and identity theft. That's not what we're trying to do. You want to read through the CFPB prompts that they have. Oh my gosh. Lord, I'm dying right now, guys. My eye is so irritated. Okay, sorry. And then they also have problem with personal statement of dispute, explaining why you disagree with the lender's decision after an investigation. All right, so out of those prompts, you definitely want to pick one. Have you already tried to fix this problem with the company? You want to say yes. Once you click yes, you're going to click yes again because the question is, did you request information from the company? You do want to say yes because they're going to prompt you to go back to the credit reporting agency, the original creditor, the lender, and resolve the issue with them directly. We want to skip all of that and end up just clicking yes. This is optional. I typically don't put anything within this box. What information did you request? You don't need to know that. Let's just leave it at I did. I did request information. They did not give it back to me. Okay. And did the company provide this information? I always say no, they did not provide this information to me. Oh, they have incomplete or errors. Let's see. Oh, I didn't click one. Let's say the investigation took more than 30 days. We're gonna go. We're gonna go with that one. Okay. Again, for the new people that just joined in, this is just what I would put in if the credit reporting agencies responded back to my original dispute. They verified that account information. They didn't delete anything. This is what I would typically opt into on the CFPB. So now I would put here in the first box where it says describe what happened, and we'll send your comments to the companies involved. I'm just going to put see attached here in the first box, right? Just like that. Because what you want to do is you want to scroll down, and I never click this box here because I don't want my information to be published on the website and others to see like my responses, because you don't want your responses to be copied. So they can copy and paste your responses and be able to use it within their own disputes. And you want to keep everything unique. So you don't want this to be end up getting passed around and then it not being able to work for you. So I don't check this box off. Now, where it says, what would be a fair resolution to this issue? You know, this doesn't have to be cookie cutter. Again, it depends on your situation. So if I submitted a dispute, it was verified, I wasn't happy with the outcome of what the credit reporting agencies gave me. Now I'm submitting a dispute. So there's no FTC letter to this. This is just would be a regular dispute letter that I would create on ChatGPT. For the reason we put in that the credit reporting agencies did not respond to me in 30 days, right? So I would say So the fair resolution would be to do what is fair and equitable, equitable to me as the consumer, and delete the inaccurate. Let's say the information was inaccurate or incomplete, it wasn't verified, right? Whatever the reason was as to why you were deleting and removing this negative account, right? So to do what is fair and equitable to me as the consumer, and delete the inaccurate information being reported on my credit report. I originally submitted my dispute on, let's say it was on April 1st. Oops, let's see, March 1st of 2024. And the credit reporting agencies did not respond back to me within 30 days as required. This is my second, I like to emphasize that this is my second dispute and request regarding the deletion of this account. All right. So again, everything is not cookie cutter. It depends on what you're disputing. And this is what I would put within the box. What is a fair resolution? What do you think is a fair resolution to you? So now that you have put and input this into the box, this is where you attach everything. I think I had someone within school actually, they didn't know how to upload the documents or the dispute letter within the CFPB. So this is where you would attach all of your files. So this would be your driver's license, your proof of address, which does need to match what's on your driver's license, and your social security number. Once you've uploaded those 3 documents, now you want to upload the dispute letter, not the FTC if you don't have the if you're not disputing identity theft. In this case, you would just upload the dispute letter that you have created to the credit reporting agency. Let's say for the purpose of this example, we are disputing something from TransUnion, right? Let's say it's Bank of America. So I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and I'm just gonna create a dispute letter to them real quick. Please create, oh, there we go. Please create me a second attempt dispute letter to TransUnion who, there we go, who has failed to give me a response within 30 days of my request of deleting inaccurate. I know I'm like typing real inaccurately here, but good thing for autocorrect, guys. Please create me a second attempt dispute letter to TransUnion who has failed to give me a response within 30 days of my request of deleting inaccurate information or accounts, let's say whichever you're disputing, off my credit report. This, make it, we're gonna say make it Bank of America or whatever negative account that you were trying to dispute, Bank of America. And then let's say I want to put a little razzle dazzle to it, right? I'm gonna have them create the little first. I'm gonna see what they come up with because I'm gonna end up just editing this a bit depending on what they say. Okay, so as you can see here, second attempt dispute regarding failure. Oh, heck no. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. Regarding failure to respond to requests for deletion of inaccurate information on my credit report. I'm writing to you for the second time regarding a dispute filed on XYZ date, right? This is the date that you're going to put the original dispute letter date, okay? So we originally put, what did we put? We put March. We put March 1st, right? That was originally filed on March 1st concerning inaccurate information on my credit report. Per the FCRA, request that TransUnion investigate the erroneous data and remove it from my credit report. Despite your obligation to respond in such request within 30 days, because that's what we're emphasizing, I have not received any communication or resolution from TransUnion with the stipulated time frame. So I'm not going to read this whole thing to you guys, but if you wanted to make this a bit shorter, you can ask ChatGPT to make it shorter. And if you wanted to add a little razzle dazzle to it, right? And you wanted to add like a, let's say a law within this letter, you can just go to Cornell Law. Cornell Law. Time frame for credit reporting agencies to respond back. Because honestly, I can't remember at the top of my head which law that one was. Let's find it. Okay, right here. Procedure in case of disputed inaccuracy. So right here, during the 30-day period. Okay, so they have 30 days. So if I wanted to add a little razzle dazzle to this, I would just grab this law. I would grab that law, go back into ChatGPT, make it shorter, and add 15 US code 1681 section I, procedure in case of disputed accuracy. Make it shorter and emphasizing on the fact that they had 30 days. I know I spelled that wrong, but whatever. So then it's gonna rewrite it for me. So once I get it to someone like how I want it, I literally Boom, now it's done. You can like remove all of this because you're gonna end up attaching those documents in the attachment center. So we're gonna copy and paste this whole thing. Pew, pew, pew. Right here. We're gonna copy and paste and we put it on a Word document. Now, once you added the negative account on that dispute letter, you're gonna go back to the CFPB. Oh, hold on. Wrong one. This is the CFPB, but wrong tab. Hold on. Right here. So, right. So we're gonna get back to here. So this is where you put in your driver's license, your proof of address, your social security number, and now you're gonna attach that the dispute letter that we just made on ChatGPT. You're gonna edit it to whatever your situation and your circumstances, and you're gonna upload it right here. Once you're done doing that, that's when you click next. All right, so remember, everyone has their own way of doing things. I know Angel has posted in the group too. You know, he ends up actually putting all three credit reporting agencies on one dispute. So if you wanted to send this to all three credit reporting agencies, be my guest. I personally don't do that. You know, I think it's just to each his own. So whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you feel like doing, I just personally like to do them individually. So I'm gonna focus on one credit bureau at a time. So company name, we're gonna put in TransUnion. TransUnion, we're not gonna do fraud. We're just gonna do TransUnion Consumer Solutions, right? They're gonna end up putting all this information in here. Last four, the social, the date of birth. I would go directly to TransUnion and I would get exactly how my name is being reported and I would just copy and paste it here. Do you want to complain about another company? I would say no, you don't, because I don't personally do that. I don't add another credit reporting agency, but if you wanted to, this is where you would opt in into yes, and then you would add, let's say, Experian. Now, here, this is where you would add the other credit bureau. But again, I'm not doing that. I don't do that. So we're just gonna skip over that and I would just leave it as no. We're gonna click on next. Shoot, so I guess I do have to, let's see. I'm gonna make something up. Let's see. Analia. We're just gonna put Denise, Colorado. All right, let's see. Once we are done here, who are you submitting this complaint for? You're gonna put for yourself. You're gonna verify all this information. This is all optional. You don't have to opt into any of these. Once you click that, you're gonna click on review. But that's about it for how to utilize the CFPB and how you would utilize it other than using it for, let's say, identity theft or credit reporting. This is how I would utilize that. Did you guys have any questions at all? You guys feel free to unmute yourselves too. Ooh. Let me see. You guys, I barely play with Zoom, so bear with me. Where are y'all in here? How do I get back to chat? Somebody unmute themselves. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. So dang.
Sound like you feeling alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said, you tell somebody unmute their mic, you sound like you're alone over there.
Oh, I know. It's so
Somebody talk.
Okay, I know. I'm like over here, like all over the place, because Zoom is just not my friend. But yes, and then I also wanted to emphasize that I know that a lot of you guys too struggle with knowing which law pertains to what. You know, that comes over time. You do need to study up on these laws. But in the meantime, I did put the cheat sheet in here in school for you guys. You can add on to this, make it your own. This is when I just first started creating this PDF file, and I just sent over to you guys what I had on it at the time. I've since then added so much more to this PDF, but this is just the basics that you guys could start off with. So if you guys need more like of an outline, a guide to what you guys want to move forward with when it comes down to disputing, this is where you would want to look. This is Congress findings. This is credit cards. You know, if you're disputing, like, let's say any late payments and things, this is where I would check out the section for credit cards, you definitely want to look into Truth in Lending, because that happens a lot with you can dispute with charge-offs with that, with Truth in Lending, and also the late payments for credit cards. Now, reinvestigations, I also have the law in here, procedure in case of disputed accuracy. Let's say that an account was verified. This is the section that you would want to look into, is the reinvestigation. I also have collection and charge-offs in here, guys, repos, bankruptcies, late payments, like, you know, you make it your own. You can add on to this list. All you have to do is type in cheat sheet right here into the school community. And it would be cheat sheet for laws pertaining to negative items. And you can just click on this post and download it. Okay. Do you guys have any questions at all while I'm here? I'm gonna stop sharing real quick. Bam. No, got a quiet group. Oh, I see a few guys, that you guys are pretty active within the community. But I appreciate you guys. I'm probably gonna just end it here. But if you guys don't have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, post them in the group. Let me know if you guys get stuck on a situation, a disputing process. This class is going to be recorded, so it's going to be in level 6. If you guys want to have access to it, you can definitely check out the Welcome Center and figure out how to earn points. The more points you get, the more levels that you end up getting. All right, so I appreciate y'all's time, and I'll catch y'all soon.